got fully grown men that have no conscience about this. But yet you acting like you a pedophile hunter. Like, yeah, like a bounty hunter type of guy. You acting like Dog the Hunter with pedophiles. You acting like Dog the Bounty Hunter with pedophiles. Man, bro, stop the act, man. Please, please, man. There's somebody with greater integrity that's here. It's me. Because like I said, anything you dig up on my past, with children, you're going to find out I was also under 18. That's all you need to know. We can split hairs about whatever else. The bottom line is I was under 18. That's all you need to know. It explains everything. Okay? But we can't seem to explain why adults want to have sex with 17-year-old girls or boys. Not to mention, this is what's going to make you straight crowd angry. I'm not trying to do it for that reason. But you got 17-year-old girls that's lesbians with fully grown 55-year-old women here in New York. 17-year-old girls with 55-year-old women. You got gay men, 55, with 17-year-old boys. Now, see, you don't like that, do you? But what's the difference of gay people doing it and straight people doing it? But see, it makes you hot and angry, don't it? As an American, most of you Americans do not like the thought of a 17-year-old boy with a 55-year-old man. You don't like it, do you? So how come 17 is the age of consent in New York? So you don't like gay people doing it. You get angry and heated off that. But you don't have no problem with straight people doing it. Oh, it's kind of okay. But you don't want to think about adult penis going into a 17-year-old boy's body, right? Rectum. You don't like the thought of a 17-year-old boy giving oral sex to a 55-year-old man, do you? You don't like the thought of a 17-year-old boy running to a 55-year-old man's apartment, do you? If you knew a 17-year-old boy was running to a 55-year-old man's apartment, how would you feel about that? A 17-year-old boy running to a 55-year-old man's, let's say 65. Hey, 65-year-old man and a 17-year-old boy. Hey, nobody can do nothing about it. By law, by police, you could do nothing. Same thing. 17-year-old lesbian with an 80-year-old woman. Look, I got to paint these pictures. 17-year-old lesbian full of a 17-year-old girl full of life, throwing her life away with somebody that's 55, 70, you know. A 75-year-old woman licking a 17-year-old vagina. You don't like the thought of that, do you? You feel like it's wrong and manipulative, don't you? But you don't feel like it's manipulative with straight people, with heterosexual. I had to show you the gay part for you to see it. Because that's how I get into the wiring of some of you straight people. I have to show you the gay part. I got to do it. In order for you to think, I don't like that. I don't like the thought of a 17-year-old lesbian being with a 55-year-old woman and the 55-year-old woman licking on the 17-year-old girl. I don't really like that. I don't feel that. But you don't have a problem with a 17-year-old girl being with a 55-year-old man, do you? You don't have no problem with that, do you? When I tell you a 17-year-old boy is with a 55-year-old woman, you act like that's an auntie having sex with a young man. It's not. You know the type. You know the type of aunties. They got them a young boyfriend. Uh huh. But that's not at 17 though. That's not the same situation. But that's how you looking at it. Auntie got her a young man. That's not a young man. That's a boy. Mm-hmm. Let's keep it 100. And there's some women around here right now, and it might be the boy's fault. He's 17. And he done pulled up on somebody about 55. Shot his shot, and she was with it. Hey, she checked the age of consent, found out it's good. Man, there's plenty. Man, it gotta be, man. It's New York. It gotta be. It's all these people. Man, come on. These kids now are faster than ever. They pulling up. Oh, I ain't mentioned that part. You got some of these 17-year-old girls. They pulling up too. Man, you gotta be able to tell them how it is. Especially if you're a man that got a baby face like mine. You gotta tell them, man. You gotta like, look, nah. A girl found me on the internet just the other day. She talking about, oh, I got the mind of an adult. I got the brain of an adult. Some way she put it like that. I don't have the brain of a child. I have the brain of an adult. I was like, I don't talk to nobody that's not 18. Period. That's my standard. I proved it, man. I could have got off on, if I was a pervert or something, I could have got off on the fact that I was able to pull a young woman or a young girl into a sexual conversation. I'm not that type of man. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I found out she was 14, I was like, no way. This conversation ends now. She said she understood. I understand. Yeah. Because I had no way of knowing. She had her icon up on her Facebook. And she spoke to me first. And then and I'm glad I started talking to her about this. The age of consent in America. Because she was in Russia, right? She's in Russia. So I was telling her about all this stuff going on here, which shows my integrity because I was telling her about the 44 states marrying children. So I was talking about that. And that's the only thing we talked about. Was really the laws here in America. She didn't, as a 14-year-old kid, she felt it was wrong. But then I found out she was 14. I was like, no, we can't. I blocked her and everything. Yeah, I went ahead and blocked her. She kept talking. She kept trying to talk. And no. I don't open the door for it. So I proved it. I proved it recently. You know what I'm saying? I practice what I preach, man. You know, some of that, any kids come my way because they look at you and you got baby face, they may feel that like you their boy crush and they like you like that or something like that, and like you their crushing or something like that. These days it's different, bro. Like the people feel like these kids, girls will pull up on you, and if you ain't got no integrity, and you already see the age of consent is at 17, you gonna be like, oh well, you know, it's what it is, you know. They start getting on the low with it. Cause you know ain't nobody playing that. You start getting on the low. Me, I nip it in the bud, man. We look. I don't conversate with nobody that's not 18. We not having conversations. That's real. Cause first thing people gonna look at, well, why you even kind of talking to her in any way? Like, you know, I got a kid older than her. My kid is 15 years old. So what I look like talking to a girl around my kid's age that's not 18? No. My son, my only son is 15. She's younger than my kid. No way. I ain't even tell her that part. What do I look like? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, man, people don't respect you for doing certain things. Like right now, I'm in a spiritual war, you know what I'm saying? And I need my money from these folks out here. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't respect you when you're not working. Like how I see it is, man, like there's different seasons of life for great men like me, man. You know, I'm not saying that you're not great, you know, but I pay dues in some ways that you might not realize, bro. I pay dues doing this kind of stuff because while you working under the age of consent being 17 in New York City, bro. I'm the man that's telling you about it. I'm the man. You're not paying that dues. You probably in your bed, sleep, getting ready for work. I'm sitting here on this video telling these people about this. So we all have our work. We all have our position in this community, in this world. You know what I'm saying? We all can't play the same position. No, my position is this, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a person. I'm not perfect, but I'm I can't let some country sit up and play with people, bruh. And they sitting up here slipping like that, including New York. Out here slipping, bro. Out here slipping hard. Looking all in my face. I don't know what you're looking at. That's how I'm looking at you now. I don't know what you possibly could be looking at when you got 17 as the age of consent, which means adult men put penis in child vagina. Bruh, what could you possibly be trying to see in me that you don't see in your community, in a perspective that you don't see in your community? Because ain't no real men doing that. Ain't no real men doing that, bruh. Man, there's one definition of a real man as far as this goes. It ain't no real man having sex with no 17-year-old girl. I don't care what people say, bro. No, 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 no. No, man. No. I'm not going to say you don't work. I'm not going to say you don't do stuff men do. But you do not have the integrity of a man, of a real man, adult man. When you sitting up there putting your penis in a 17-year-old girl and you're not having sex with a woman, so I'm wondering what the fantasy is. The reality is it's a girl. Now, what the fantasy is, I don't know. I guess that's individual. But I would imagine it's getting off on the fact that it's a child, man. The reality is it is a child. Now, some may have fantasies that it's an adult, but it's still a play on the fact that it's a child, but it's you got the adult, you're thinking about adult, but it really is it's still a play on the child part. That's what I'm saying, bro. Look, man, people started with me. That's what you first need to realize, man. When you start with a man like me, I ain't gonna stop till I draw blood. I'm not gonna stop till I draw blood. That's how I was bred. That's how I was bred. You somebody hit you, you hit them back, man. You question my integrity, and you slipping like this, man. What kind of man? What kind of man does that make you? You out here slipping like that hard. And what kind of man does that make you? We talking about real men now. Everybody say they're a real man until we have discussions like this. Yeah, because I don't know any real men. Word is bond. I don't know any real men that would sit up and say, yeah, I'm cool with that. That's all right. Let's do it. I don't know no real man talking about let's do it with no 17-year-old girl. Because his conscience is going to say that technically is a child, bro. Nah, What you look like, a mature man, a real man up here putting your penis in a child vagina, bro. Not gonna happen with a real man. That's not gonna happen. And so while you sidestepping this and you ignoring it, but trying to see me, that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's some sucker stuff, man. While you trying to see me, you slipping. That's what I'm saying. You slipping hard. Don't ever try to see me, bro. I don't know who you think I am. I don't know. I'm not nothing to play with. I could be your best friend or your worst nightmare. It's either one, whatever one you choose to be. You whatever how you want it. But you're not gonna sit here and play with me like you got it good. Like you good. You're not good. California's good as far as the age of consent, but they slipping on something else though. California's slipping on um the 20 states. They part of the 20 states that allow adults to marry children at any age. They slipping hard on that. You know, but Florida got the age of consent at 18. They ain't slipping, bruh. I'm not saying stuff don't still go down. I'm sure it does. But at least the lawmakers are not slipping like that. You know what I'm saying? At least they not slipping. You know what I'm saying? You expect some kind of integrity from the top. You know, people that pass these laws, people try to lock people up. You expect some integrity for them. Why you trying to lock people up? That's all I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? So please, man, look, check yourself, bro. Word is bond. Check yourself. That's all I'm saying. Don't try to check me. Don't try to check me because I'm too thorough with this. I'm too thorough with this and I go too hard in the paint. When you try to see me, I'm trying to see you. That's how that go, bro. That's probably even karma. To be real with you, that's probably a form of karma. You've been trying to see me. You've been playing games with me like it's all good, right? And you should have told people like this. If you was educated about your state and city, you should have told people that came up to you with that foolishness like this. Look, bro, man, we slipping. How are we going to judge somebody else? We up here putting adult penis and child vagina with the age of consent being 17. How we going to judge somebody? Word. It's just a fallen world, bro. It's a fallen world. And I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. Are you aware of that? While you challenging me and challenging my integrity, are you aware of the world that you in? The fallen world that you in? Yeah, you in a fallen world, baby. 44 states married children, that's a fallen world. I don't care if it's with parental consent or not. It's the fact that the government made it a possibility. That's the part that I'm talking about. So while you sitting here like making up these crazy games and acting like this and that and the third, man, y'all the one doing it. So you funny to me. I'm kind of halfway laughing at you. Because you the one doing it though, bruh. Like for real. Is it an inside joke that only I know? Is this an inside joke? Where these people don't know. You got the age of consent under 18, which is not an adult. That's a sex with a child, right? Is that an inside joke that only I know? Y'all don't know that. Well, you acting like you don't. Because if you did know it, you wouldn't be able to bring yourself to play with. You would not. No. Because at the end of the day, bruh, you're having sex with a child. That's the technicality of the situation. That's the psychological part as well. That's the whole makeup of it. So we don't care what age the child is. It's the fact that it's a child. That's what I'm saying, bruh. It's the fact that it is a child. That's the part that got people messed up. And then you out here witch hunting pedophiles. Like you got your ducks in a row and you don't. You don't got nothing, bruh. Bruh, have a seat. How many ways can I put this? Have a seat, bruh. That's all I'm saying. That's for all these people out here, these Mexicans in this neighborhood over here on Astoria Boulevard. Please, man, have a seat, bruh. Y'all, man, listen, man. The law is 17 for y'all. For the whole state and city, bruh. That's what it is. So don't come out here with your kids trying to play with somebody and test somebody. Nah, bruh. Your state and city is putting adult penis and child vagina from county to county in New York State. Okay? So don't come out here with that foolishness, bruh. When you see me, you go in the opposite direction. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Don't try to come see me. Don't try to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll pull your card, bruh. You out here slipping. You out here slipping. Imagine you trying to check me. Imagine me. What kind of man would I be to sit up and let you play with me like that? When you slipping, hey, you ain't being technical like a Florida is. Florida got it at 18. Why you couldn't do it? Why could you not do that? So what? You think I'm gonna let you play with me when I see an example of what you could do, but you're not doing? Come on, man. That's not reasonable. It's not reasonable because I see what you could be doing and you're not doing it. But yet you over here looking in my face. I don't know why. I don't know why. Because I'm with fully grown women. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you know that by now. I'm pretty sure you do. For people that's playing around, eavesdropping, listening to what I'm doing, I'm pretty sure you know I'm with fully grown women now. Yeah, you know that part. That you know, buddy. Now you know. That's what I've been trying to tell you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't play no games like that, bruh. I don't play no games like that. These white folk out here the one doing it. Okay, well, 72% of the registered sex offenders in America is white. 72%. 28% is everything else. You almost, man, it's just a quarter of every, concerning everybody else. You're the bulk. You're the bulk of this problem. Imagine you out here trying to check me, bruh. When the whites registered sex offenders is 78%. No, 72%. 72% is of now. Imagine me letting you play with me. That's what I'm saying. You know why everybody's oblivious on this conversation? You know why people don't know stuff? You know why y'all know the age of consent and all that, and y'all ain't worried about it? Because it's white American culture to do this. I'm put it like it is, bro. I'm say it like I want to say it. It's white American culture doing this. So everybody's elementary on it. Everybody's unsophisticated and not refined on this issue because the white American culture has been sweeping their family members under the rug for the things they've been doing. I call the little white guys that do this Andy. And so Andy will do stuff with children as a grown man. And white America say, well, you're still my brother. We got to get Andy registered. You know, we still love him. We ain't going to hurt him. So what we're going to do is get him registered and everybody knows what he does. And we're going to, make sure he, stays away from children. And, but that's Andy. That's our brother. And that's why you don't hear other races talk about it. Because they made you less sophisticated to take the light off of the fact that it's part of their culture. Some of them. They the ones doing it the most. Yeah, imagine a black man really, man, come on, man, nah. Like on some real stuff, like as a grown black man, nah, bruh. I'm gonna be 100, man. Most black guys are too endowed to be messing around some children. I'm just be real. I'm saying how I want to say it. We too endowed for that. We too endowed for that, bruh. By penis size. We're too endowed to be playing around some children. That's real. That's what explains why I'm with fully grown women. Old enough to be older than my mom, We too endowed for that, bruh. Now, on the other hand, you're not that endowed, and you let your mind go left and start putting your penis in little children, because your penis can fit. Now, I'm just being 100. I'm just being 100 about it, bruh. Why you playing games? You got 72% white men and women as registered sex offenders. The most famous pedophile in America was a white woman. The woman that married that little Asian kid on and was on Oprah Winfrey. All white people. Yeah, and the bottom line is 72% of the registered sex offenders are white Americans. That's all I need to say, bro. That means that's culture. That's what it means. Which means, well, I don't know how they made. I'm not saying I'm not going to be like that. I'm not a racist. So I'm not going to say it's mental, like a part of your genetic makeup. I'm not. That's what some people would say. But it's safe to say that it's part of your community. So within that community, there's this way of thinking. That's the bottom line. Why you sitting up here trying to act like it's somebody else, bruh? Like, nah, I'm not gonna let you play with me like that either. Matter of fact, I gotta do a video on that. 72% of registered sex offenders are white Americans. Yeah, bruh. That's real. That's 100. That's 100. That's 100.